Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I have another pickups video for you here. Some pretty interesting stuff, to say the least. It comes from a trade that I did on Kijiji, and this was actually a trade. It wasn't something that I purchased. It's something I traded for, which I really like to do because you know, I don't have to spend any cash that way, and I get to get rid of some stuff that I don't really want and another person really wants, and I get things that I want from the things that they don't want. And I think it's just a mutually beneficial kind of way of going about doing things. I love trades, and this was a really good one. Worked out really well for me because everything that I'm about to show you came from this trade, and I don't have them in my collection. I do now because I own them now. But the first thing I'll get started with here is talking about the person that I actually met, because it was a really fun experience. Usually when I do a Kijiji trade, it's kind of like, here you go, here's your cash, see you later kind of thing. And we actually stood there and talked for a little bit. It's a really nice night out actually here finally within my area, because it's been either freezing cold, raining, miserable out, or overcast and cold, and just a variety of different types of weather out there. And tonight's actually nice and warm, and you can sit there in a t-shirt basically. So we sort of were outside kind of enjoying the nice weather, I guess, and chatting about video games and stuff like that. I'll put a link down below to his YouTube channel. There isn't really any gaming stuff on there at this point. Hopefully maybe this will inspire him to, you know, make some gaming videos or something like that, because he was saying that he does follow people on YouTube. Wasn't aware of my channel, so he is my newest subscriber, and thank you very much, man, for coming by. His name's Dave. Like I said, I'll put a link to his channel below. Go check it out if you feel like it. The first thing though that I'll show you here that we traded for, actually I'll tell you what I traded him first. I traded him a pink DS that I picked up a while back. I'll actually put a clip in a second here of what I picked up and when I picked it up kind of thing. It's a pink DS Lite. Not really my favorite color kind of thing. It does have the stylus and everything, and she said that the condition of the screen inside was perfectly fine, so I'm gonna have to check it out. For this I paid $20, but I'm hoping, because I can see that there's a game cartridge in there, I'm hoping that this machine here has a decent game in there that will cover that. If not, I'll probably be able to sell this for $20 once I clean it up. So a pink DS that I picked up from a Fleas a little while back, and so glad to trade it off, because I really have no use for a pink DS. It doesn't really fit my, you know, my style or anything like that, and I'm really glad that he was interested in it. So the first thing that I got from him in trade for that pink DS that came with a car lighter attachment for charging was this right here, a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Pretty wicked. I don't have this in my collection, so that's pretty cool. And then also the second one, which is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and again, I don't have this in my collection. I have seen these out there before, but they're just too pricey, and I'd rather just do something like this to trade for them, because they're generally fairly common games. So that's pretty cool right there though. Moving on, it just keeps getting better and better. I don't even know where to go here. Second thing I'll show you here is Star Wars Force Unleashed. Pretty cool right there. This one here is totally complete, which is wicked. And the disc, I'm not going to pull that out right now, but the disc is in really great shape. Moving on from that, I also got another Wii title from him. It was Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. And this is one where this was a GameCube game that they put on the Wii, and then they changed the control. So I think that now you can just use the Wiimote and nunchuck, like it shows you on the back here, rather than a pair of bongo drums. So there you go, A. Crosby and Longshot. You can stop bothering me about bongo drums, because I don't need them anymore, man. I got this right here. So this is pretty cool though. I'm looking forward to adding that in the collection, and like I said before, I didn't have this yet, so really wicked. And then moving on from there, speaking of Donkey Kong, he also had Donkey Kong Country 3 for the Game Boy Advance, which again I didn't have, and I do have the Super Nintendo version of Donkey Kong 3, but this is pretty wicked. And like I've said in previous videos, I'm waiting for that Retron 5 to come out, if it ever does, so I can play these on the 55-inch television that I have down here. That'll be wicked to be able to do that. And then finally, this is kind of an interesting game because I have no idea the value of it, because it isn't a North American game. It's actually a Japanese one, and it's Rockman or Mega Man X2. I think it's like Extreme 2. There probably is a variant that is North American for this. It's probably like Mega Man Extreme 2 or something like that. I don't really know a whole lot about it because I haven't really been a Game Boy Color collector for very long. I never played it back in the day, so pretty cool right there though. Totally awesome to get a Mega Man game as well. So basically, all those items that you see that I traded for a pink DS, which I think is a killer deal for me because I don't come across these things that often, but I do come across DS systems quite frequently. So for me to replace that system is pretty easy. For me to get my hands on these things is much more difficult, and I really appreciate the trade there, Dave. Make sure that you comment down below, and people can go check out your channel as well. And thanks again for watching, everybody, and I will see you all later.